Welcome back to All Boys Entertainment. I am Brute, and today we're checking out a bit of an older game, Dead Space. Now don't get angry, but I've never played this game before. The first time I've touched it in the 14 years that it has been readily available. Now you may be asking, why bother? One, because I've heard the games are good, except for the third one, and two, because of another game that I'm interested in called the Callisto Protocol, which is, from what I'm hearing, a reboot or remake of some sort of Dead Space, created by the same director, Glenn Schofield. I'm going to be summarizing this game as we make our way through it, considering it's a pretty old game. There are probably a handful of people in my situation that have either never played it or have never heard of it. So, with that being said, we start off with a maintenance crew heading out to a planet breaker called the Ishimura. Planet Breaker is designed and meant to mine massive amounts of resources from different planets, and it is having a communication blackout. Also, one of the people on board of the Ishimura, named Nicole, has called Isaac, who is the main character that you will be playing, and said that something isn't right. So, with that being said, Isaac, not only being an engineer, but also worried about Nicole, heads out with a handful of other people. Henderson, the maintenance crew's captain, Kendra, a computer specialist, and a couple of nondescript security guards that get ripped apart almost immediately.
Jesus! Open fire! Open fire! Get the power!
What are you aiming at?
Come on! Come on! Got it! Isaac, get the hell out of there!
After boarding the Ishimura. As I said before, the two security guards are now dead from some sort of creature that you don't know the name or what it is yet. So now it's already down to 3 people. Isaac, Henderson, and Kendra. Kendra and Henderson are together on an opposite side of the Ishimura, and Isaac by himself. You are eventually safe and separated from whatever attacked the security guards. Right about now, I'll go ahead and tell you exactly what you are up against and what will be causing you issues almost at all times aboard the Ishimura. These creatures are known as necromorphs. One particular alien runs around the ship looking for dead people and injecting them with a fluid that changes their biology heavily to become these mutated monsters that are now trying to kill you and do the exact same thing to you. They are controlled telepathically by a hive mind creature to do their bidding and their grunt work. But for now, you're safe from them very shortly, and Henderson and Kendra have finally gotten to a place where they can communicate with you, and they have found out that the tram station is being blocked by a broken down tram. Now it is up to you to fix that tram, and the only annoying part about this game is how often you're going back and forth around the Ishimura, repairing and fixing different things.
Refuel the main engine and fire it up so I can stabilize the ship's orbit.
Refueling sequence activated. Refueling sequence activated. Sufficient fuel to fire primary engine.
Whatever you did, it's working, Isaac.
We're online and functional. Finally, some good news. Get a tram to the bridge, Isaac. I'm gonna take us back into a geostation.
Wait, we're not safe yet. Ship's asteroid defense system is offline.
On the way up, the ship's going to pass through a debris field thrown up from the planet crack. We'll be ripped to pieces unless you restart it.
God damn it.
But you know, someone's got to do it. After finally repairing everything, including what you initially came there for, which is to fix the comms blackout, you get into touch with a military ship called Valor. Unfortunately for them, they picked up a pod that was jettisoned out into space that is filled with more necromorphs. When taking that in, of course, they have now infected their entire ship, and pretty much all of them are necromorphs as well, or dead. You meet Henderson over there, and unfortunately, this is where old Henderson bites the dust. Eventually, a necromorph catches up to him, and, this happens.
I've been trying to reach you. My comm was out. You got the singularity core, that's how I take it out of here. Get that core, Gustavo! Don't wait for me! Oh, fuck, you made it!
Old planet is one big experiment. The marker. This divine relic.
But
Made
at
by
least the Valor wasn't a waste. We were able to salvage a core from their ship to power our emergency shuttle. Once we get that core and re-aboard the Ishimura, we are stopped and intervened by one of the last remaining doctors on the Planet Breaker. Dr. Kine knows a little bit more about this stuff than Isaac or Kendra does, and he states that there isn't really a point in trying to run away from it. You should try to take the marker back to where it was to subdue the necromorphs and the hive mind there. The marker is the root of pretty much all the problems you're facing right now. So you go to storage, pick up the marker, and bring it to the shuttle so that you can take it back to the colony where this infection started. Now comes a part where old Isaac and yourself gets betrayed. Kendra wasn't just any ordinary maintenance person. She was actually a part of the government. Her department's been looking for the marker and has stated that the marker's actually not an alien artifact. At least this one isn't. It is engineered by man, and this entire colony and this planet was being experimented on by dropping this marker off and seeing what happens. And we found out what happened. She wants the marker, and she wants to take it back to Earth. She killed Kine and left you on the Ishimura by yourself with no real way out. Fortunately for Isaac, there is a control aboard the Ishimura that allows you to recall the shuttle whenever needed. So you recall the shuttle, and Kendra is able to escape that shuttle before you get it back. You still have the marker, so you set out with what Kine was trying to do in the first place. You redeliver it back to the colony. After you fight your way through an army of necromorphs, big and small, you are able to finally get the marker in place and start subduing it. But old Kendra's not finished yet. She stops on by to give you a visit and to spit your face and take the marker back again. And if she hasn't already caused enough issues for poor Isaac, she goes ahead and lets him know that he's been being used this entire time.
Isaac,
Yo.
you really didn't think I was just gonna walk away, did you? I can't do that. Marker's coming with me, if you are insane. What, you don't believe me? Take a look at yourself. Better yet, take a look at the video from Nicole. And this time, watch it right to the end. See? You're insane. Just like Kine, just like the captain. Nicole has been dead this whole time. Whatever you were seeing was caused by that. You are its pawn. But don't worry. It will be in good hands now. Far away from this damn place.
Nicole's never been alive. She died before we even got to the Ishimura, and you've just been being manipulated by this marker and the hive mind. She takes the marker, she tries to head back to the shuttle, but not before this massive behemoth of whatever that is absolutely vibe checks her. So now it's just one lonely engineer versus that thing. Run! Get out of here! Run! There that goes. I hope you enjoyed the different approach to this content. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share this with a friend that might enjoy it, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.